everyone. What is up? What is up? What is up? What is going on? I feel like my live game has been sort of off recently, and I apologize for that. Life has been crazy. I've been honestly playing a lot of pickleball and teaching a lot of pickleball. I've taken up coaching it because I'm so good at it. No, but I'm doing a lot of 101, and yeah, so slay. But I'm here, hello, and it's 6 o'clock. Some people have been saying that I should go live later again, which obviously this isn't the later that I used to do. I used to do pretty late lives, and I just cannot be doing that anymore. My sleep schedule just does not allow me anymore. I just don't stay up that late. Actually, that's kind of a lie because I still kind of do. But not really, because like whenever I would go live that late, I would stay up till like 1:30, and like now I'm like the latest I go to bed is like 12, which is a big difference for me. Like I'm so sorry if you disagree, but that's a big difference. But yeah. So what's been up? What's been up with everyone? What's going on? I'm gonna post that I'm live real quick on link in bio. And then we'll be good to go. We'll be good to sit here and chat for a little bit. I honestly was going to take a nap, and then because I was feeling sort of tired the past few days. So I'm in sort of a pickle here. I don't know if I am tired because I am tired, or if it's more of like I don't want to say a depressed thing, but more of just like I'm tired. Like it's just my body being like shut down for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Hello. How are you? Is your profile picture bananas? I don't know, but that's sort of a slay. I think that's what it is. I don't know. Hi, King. Hello. How are you? Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like it's sort of a mix of both because I definitely get the proper amount of sleep. You know, it's like I feel like whenever you don't get your full hours of sleep that you will then need to take a nap, but I get my full hours of sleep. I am always, I don't know. And also, last night I fell asleep without plugging my phone in. That is so annoying. In the past 2 nights, literally as soon as I laid in bed, bam, out like a mother freaking light, dude. I am literally just laying in bed exhausted nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But you're fine. That's kind of fun. Where was I? I said I was amazing, and someone was like, that's so good that you're amazing. Anytime anyone asks, how are you, I try to say anything else but good, because that's always like the normal response to say good, and I just like saying stuff to make people be like, whoa, what the heck? Now, I don't know. I still haven't tested out saying bad, because I haven't been like that bad actually recently, but I also sort of want to test out saying bad and seeing what someone replies with. You know what I mean? Because like whenever you say how are you, you're not really asking. I mean, I don't know if I'm just speaking for myself, but like whenever I say how are you, I'm more so just saying that to fill the silence and like sort of have that bridge between like whatever the next conversation is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause imagine if you're like, how are you, and someone's like when you walk by on the street, like sometimes people are like, hi, how are you, and it's like good, and then you just keep walking, whatever. Like imagine if they were like bad. Honestly, pretty crappy. Honestly, not the best. Like what do you say to that? You know? Whenever I don't know where I was. Might have been a pickleball. I don't know. Because I just say amazing just to sort of like, I don't know, throw it off a bit. Because I think I'm quirky. Also, how are you guys feeling about daylight savings? I didn't realize the past few days I've been talking to some people and they don't like, okay, so I don't know. If you don't like daylight savings, does that mean you don't like that it gets dark later, or that you do? Anyways, I know people that like that they like I keep saying like so much. My mom enjoys that the sun rises earlier. Like she now doesn't like, but she's sort of in a sticky situation because she's like early to rise, but also she'll stay up till like 10. You know what I'm saying? So she isn't like going to bed at 7. So she enjoys both sunlights. But I was talking to people this past week, and they're saying that they don't like, they are like, I want the sun to rise earlier. It's good for farmers, but I feel that, aren't we trying to get rid of it? Isn't the U.S. trying to like pass something to get rid of it? I thought that they were saying that they don't, but I also think it was good for farmers back in the day. Not that it's not good for them anymore, but I thought that it was sort of like, whatever, you know? Wait, I still have to look that up now. So what is daylight savings? What is daylight savings? Daylight, you got me calling the daylight. Okay, daylight saving time allows for an extra hour of light in the evening during the warmer months. So they're trying to make daylight savings a permanent thing. Are they trying to get rid of daylight savings? I just didn't feel like typing that in my phone, sorry. Oh, it says make daylight savings permanent. Yeah, I don't understand why you wouldn't you, because there's some, if you're saying it's good for farmers, there's farmers in like Florida, you know, there's farmers in warmer parts of the world that they're still able to farm, you know. Also, something that I didn't know is that St. Patrick's Day is on the same day every year. I didn't realize it was always on March 17th. So happy St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. Hope you have a lovely St. Patrick's Day. Do people celebrate? Do people go out and like drink? Like, is that like, oh, we gotta go celebrate? Even if it's on like a Monday night. I know like this year everyone's getting lucky because it's Friday, so it's like the perfect day to have St. Patrick's Day. Am I going to do anything? No, probably not. I'm probably going to do my usual Friday activities and stay home and sleep and watch Dance Moms. Actually, I've been watching the new season of You. Oh, I'm not done with it yet, so if anyone spoils it, I will genuinely be super, super, super pissed. But I'm on part 2, and I'm not going to say anything because I just don't want it. Like, I feel like we're still not in the time period of, like, able to spoil it or able to speak on the status of the show or, like, what happened, because I think that should be a courtesy time period. It's been almost 9 days after it's been released, and I totally understand that. Last night, I said to my mom, because my mom and I are watching it together, and I know that I always regret that decision whenever I decide to watch a show with my mom most of the time, because we will start it, and then either A, she falls asleep, B, she is more busy than I am. Like, I will instantly make time to finish that show and then continue whatever I have to do. You know what I'm saying? I will ruin my sleep schedule. I will not, I don't want to say not go to the gym, but I'll watch the show at the gym. There have been times where I will literally watch the show at the gym because I'm so invested in what's happening that I just need to keep watching it. And I have no shame in that. I don't know if people, like, worry about that, or, like, I know sometimes people, like, I'm worried about people seeing what's on my phone. I don't really care because, I'm sorry, but if you're looking at my phone, that's, you know, that's your problem. You're setting yourself up for that. You know what I mean? You're looking at my business. And my business is watching Stranger Things at the gym. I think that's the show that I watched. Daylight, you got me calling the daylight. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna go live. Live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up. What's today? Thursday? Okay. I forgot to do, what's it called? Oh my gosh, I forgot to do the March Madness bracket. I know nothing about sports, by the way. I just do it because I just like click random teams, whoever I'm feeling that day, and hope that it wins. Because isn't there money prize? Isn't there like a cash prize if you guess exactly right? I know hockey does the same thing, and whenever I did it, my brothers like made fun of me. They were like, I don't know much about other teams, so the other teams are like vaguely based off what I hear or like what I know about them, but I always end up with Penguins winning, and then whenever Penguins lose, I'm like, dude, because I always, like, that's what knocks my bracket out. But I remember one time whenever I was growing up, I did the March Madness thing because my dad was like, he just like made me an account. My dad fully made me an account. That's how I got my account started. And he was like, just click whatever. And I almost went and made more accounts. I thought that there was the probability. Hi, Tony. Thank you for making me aware of my blinking. I see you. Lurking in the chat. You have 770k points. I still don't know what to do with any points. Anyways, I thought that there was a chance of the probability of me, I thought there was a chance that I could make that many emails, that many accounts, and make the correct amount of variations. I think I just made 2 accounts. Hi, Lisa. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I thought that I could make the correct amount of variations for a bracket, but just the way that the math adds up, it just doesn't math. You know what I'm saying? You could, but that's a lot of time and dedication, and I don't know when the bracket's open. And I also don't know if they would be if they would catch you. You know what I mean? Do you think they would see that you have 5 other emails, or not even 5? How many would you need? There's a lot of teams, I'm assuming. Also, is this college basketball? I didn't even know. I thought it was the NBA. But I think it's college basketball. I don't pay that close attention to basketball. I just make the bracket because my family tells me to and I forgot. So I let them down. I don't know if my mom did because she was fighting with her account. She couldn't get in her account. She clicked forgot password, and then I think she typed her password in so many times at that point that they thought it was a hacker, which I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry if you're trying to hack in someone's NBA account, NBA.com account, okay, be serious for a second. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I just don't understand. But what am I talking about? No, I'm talking about the March Madness. But I'm pretty sure it's college basketball. Because we were at trivia the other day, and he said something about college sports, and I said those don't matter. And he was like, they make a lot of money. And he was like, it was all in good fun. He wasn't mad at me for saying that, but I was like, oh, those don't matter. Because in my head, I don't really care about college sports. But yeah, there's a huge fan base for college sports, and that's just not me. Honestly, I just follow the Penguins. That's it. Maybe a little bit of Pirates, but not even. I'll go to a Pirates game. That's the extent of supporting the Pirates I will do. But I don't know. I don't know. And football, don't even get me started on football. I can't understand that. For the life of me, I've tried, and I just can't. Also, why is it so, I don't know. I think it's just as expensive to go to hockey games. But as far as I know, I'm pretty sure it's more expensive to go to football games. But I think that's just because people like them more. I don't know. The worst thing happened to me today. Actually, not the worst thing. Okay, so growing up, I've always mixed up, not always, but I would forget that if change adds up to 60 or 100. And you may be like, what do you mean 60 or 100? So, for time, if you're telling time, it is 59 seconds, 60 seconds, 60 seconds is a minute. So whenever I was growing up, I would mix up that the 60 seconds is a minute would be 60 seconds or 60 cents is $1. So earlier I had a bunch of change in my wallet and I was giving it to my dad and exchanging it for dollar bills. And I accidentally, I think it was dimes. Is dimes the smallest one that's not a penny? I think that's what it was. I counted out 6 dimes because those are worth 10 cents, I think. Yeah, because for some reason the smaller ones are worth more than the bigger ones, which are the nickels. I think I'm not mixing this up. Hopefully I'm not. Anyways, I counted out 12 dimes, and I thought I had enough for $2. I thought that was $2 because I had a set of quarters, another set of quarters, and then what I thought was 2 set of dimes, and I was like, oh, $4. Now, I don't know who. I don't know what day I missed in first grade that has made me lack common sense for change, for analog clocks and fractions and stuff like that. Like fractions and decimals always make my head explode. The thought of fractions scares me. And in math class, like whenever we got older in math class, the teacher would be like, oh, well, if you want to take this fraction and make it a decimal, you can. Like you could just plug it into the, if you like put in the calculator, if you had like one of those really smart, like the, what is it, T81 or whatever, like they tell you to get in school, and like you just put in the fraction and it gives you the exact decimal. Or no, you just divide it. It's just dividing, I think. I don't know. Not that I can't read analog clocks, but I can't like look at it real fast and tell you the time like I would with a digital clock. Hundreds, isn't it? Tenths, hundreds, thousands. The weird thing is I vividly remember them discussing this in school, and it scared me. It scared me. Hi, Freedy. Hello. What's up? I think like it takes me longer than the average person to read an analog clock. That's like more so what it is. Like I feel like I have to think about it. You know what I mean? Like I have to recognize where the smaller hand is, because the smaller hand, and from what I think, and like I'm not fully confident about that. Like the smaller hand is like the time. It's like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the smaller hand is like, and then whenever you get into like the little dashes, dude, that shit pisses me off. Or like, or if it's a Roman numeral analog clock, that is my worst nightmare. That is my worst nightmare. Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to tell it said to it. But I feel like that's also not just like, that's not me being stupid, that's just a human thing, because like the exact decimals, it's sort of hard. I also hate when people say a quarter after. How is a quarter after? Why my do not disturb doesn't work? I don't know. By it doesn't work, I mean people click notify anyway. Anyways. Where was I? Oh, why is a quarter after 15? Why? Because it's not even like it doesn't, the time isn't adding up. Oh, wait. 15, 30. Oh. My dad says a quarter after, but my dad is also like 100% British. So. That makes sense now. It makes sense because time doesn't go to 100 seconds. Like a minute is 100 seconds. So it's 15, 30, 45, 60. So that would be a quarter. And then 30. Oh my gosh, I never knew that. But it still was a little throwing you off because a quarter is 25 cents. It's 25. Yeah. I think that, yeah, oh my god, I didn't realize that. Okay, but I still think 25, I don't know, but for some reason I like sometimes will mix up that 60 seconds. Not that I mix up 60 seconds as a minute. Sometimes I think, oh, 60 is like the dollar. Because I remember one time, I vividly remember being in Kmart one time and it said like something, like 99 cents is 99 cents. And I was like, why wouldn't they just put like a dollar, whatever? And then like my dad was like, what? He was like, what do you mean, why wouldn't they just put a dollar? And I was like, cause it's over a dollar. And he was like, what? I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact like being in Kmart, you know, Kmart like brain rots maybe. I don't know. Sorry, not to like slander Kmart. Kmart was kind of fun sometimes, you know. I like going to Kmart and like getting those big bouncy balls and like just walking around with them, you know what I mean? Until like it was time to go, then they're like, all right, go put it back, and you're like, damn. Or like a hula hoop. Military time. I just don't think that like, I don't know. I guess it really does make sense. I'm not a back and forth between genuinely hating people that use military time. Okay, here's the thing. Not genuinely hating people that use military time. If you were in the military and you use military time, if you were, are in, or like are going to, whatever, that makes sense because you have, that's how you've told the time. You know what I mean? So, I understand that. But if you're just some random person and you're like, oh, I use military time, why? But it's sort of, I guess I sort of get it because there's 24 hours in a day, so why wouldn't we just go based off 24 hours? You know what I mean? Veggie tacos from Chipotle, that sounds, I don't know. I've never had veggie tacos, so I don't know, but Chipotle does sound pretty good. Honestly, today I've been thinking a little bit about Zaxby's, and I've also been thinking about leftovers because my mom made a pasta dinner last night, which is chef's kiss, and been thinking about leftovers for that instead. I don't know which I should do. Yeah, Kmart was like the lowest of low. Kmart was like the lowest sort of store. And yeah, me and my friends, so our thing, I'm sure with everyone else maybe it was like hanging out at the mall. But in our case, our mall was very dead, and the only things that were there was a Spirit. When the time of year came around, Claire's, American Eagle, and Kmart, in like a Subway, Annie Ann's, like very little, and there was a Spencer's, but we obviously didn't go in the Spencer's until we were like allowed to, you know what I mean? We're like, oh my god, we're just scared to go in there. Or like, I was that kid that like stood outside while the whole group was in Spencer's because I was scared of getting in trouble for being in Spencer's. So, because I remember my parents were like, there's Spencer's that open there, you can't go in there. And I was like, okay. But yeah, you're so right. Now that you mention it, I feel like I never saw anyone in Kmart. But it was really weird because my Kmart had a Little Caesars, and the Little Caesars was like, that was my only experience with Little Caesars. So in my mind, Little Caesars is sketchy. You know? And I'm not trying to slander them, but that's like in my mind. That was my only experience with Little Caesars. I went to there and I said, hi, could I get a piece of cheese pizza, please? And they said, yeah, but we actually just ran out, so we're going to make a new one and we'll give it to you. And I said, okay, that sounds good. And they gave me a pizza with onions on it. And so I've never went to Little Caesars ever since. Oh my gosh, thank you. I appreciate the comment, or the compliment that my content's good. I appreciate that. What's your name? We're talking about Kmart and just like shopping, I guess. I don't know. Just kind of random. I don't know. Just don't go in the back. I never have really thought about it. I was just told to not go in there, and then one time my mom and I were looking for, I think, some sort of decorative thing, like shirt, I think, for school, like Christmas shirt or something. She goes, let's go in Spencer's and look. And I was like, no. And I was like, what do you mean? And I was like, you could go look, I'll stand outside. And she was like, no, like we just won't go in the back, like let's go. And the whole time I was like keeping my eyes on like whatever she was looking at because I was afraid that I was like going to see something that I shouldn't. And then I think a few years later, I ended up going in there with my friends, and then I ended up seeing all the lovely stuff that they have back there, so that's great. I've never heard of that place. Mazio's? Mazio's? Is that correct? I've never heard of that place. Hi, Ethan. Hello. How are you? What's up? What's up? Lee. Ooh, that's a pretty name. That's like. Got this shirt from Spencer's. Ah! What kind of shirt was it from Spencer's? Was it like a okay shirt? That use military? No, girls do not like guys that use military time. Okay? Don't spread that agenda. No, I think I've heard of it down here, but I thought it was a local place. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me look it up. I thought it was local, but I guess not. And so I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what their logo looks like, because once I see it, I think I'll recognize it. Let's see if there's one near me. Oh, Leah, right? Leah, Leia. L-I-A, Leah. Is it 1 or 2? Leia will be 2, and then Leah is 1. Yeah, it's kind of weird thinking like your mom going to Spencer's. That's why whenever my mom was like, let's go in Spencer's, I was like, what? In Illinois. Oh. 1. Okay, so Leah. Slay. Yeah, it's not in Florida. Okay, yeah, so you're right. It's all like those like, it's in St. Louis. Did you say St. Louis or St. Louis? St. Louis. Yeah, I don't like, it's kind of weird thinking like your parents going into Spencer's and it's like, what are you on about? Why are you in there? But is Little Caesars like always, so back to the pizza thing, is Little Caesars like always in Kmart's, or is there like standalone Little Caesars? Because I don't know, I was pretty sketched out by that. I don't know, because I just want. In Illinois, yeah, there's a Mazio's in St. Louis. Can I talk in a British accent? I don't think so. Is it even a British accent? Whenever I'm talking like this, is this a British accent the whole time? I don't know if it actually is. I have a few friends who have a British accent, and we make fun of them. Isn't it weird, though, like, when you think about accents, like, who is right? I'm pretty sure my brother told me one time that we're actually the ones that have the right accent. British people ended up changing their accent because they didn't want to sound like us. I'm on Twitch as well. YouTube and Twitch. Also on TikTok, but slay. Sorry, I'm like repositioning. Had Domino's. Oh my god. I saw Domino's has cheesy tater tots. Have you guys been seeing those ads? I hope you guys have been seeing them because I've been craving them, and I'm sort of in a sticky situation because, like I was just saying, I'm craving like certain fast food places tonight. I don't really want to get Domino's tonight because I had pizza last night, but I also would probably still do that. You know what I mean? Like, that's still my vibe, you know? But those, ouch, my knee. Those cheesy tater tots have been crying my name. Papa John's, I think, okay, I like Papa John's, but my issue is that I grew up in an area where there was so many pizza places, but they only delivered within a certain area, like within the town, I guess. So then, and all my friends mostly lived on the outskirts or like beyond where they delivered. So Papa John's was the only one that delivered. So I had Papa John's so much that I think I just out-papaed myself. You know what I'm saying? Happy early birthday, Ethan! Do you have any plans for your birthday? Gonna do anything fun? It's Tuesday. How was your birthday? What'd you do? How would you turn if you don't mind me asking? There's something sticky on my sock. But I want those Domino's cheesy tater tots. So my favorite pizza, though, is actually probably Domino's recently. I also, same thing with the Little Caesars. My Domino's was sketchy for a little bit, and then they redesigned it, and it was, like, so good. And I ended up loving it. So I think Domino's might be my favorite. Or, Pizza Hut used to be my favorite when I was growing up. It just depends. Because if I'm in a really cheesy mood, I'll go for some Pizza Hut. My mom loves Pizza Hut, but sometimes it's a little too greasy for me. Beat the... I've never heard of that. What is that? March Babies? What's March Babies? What sign is that? It's Pisces and what? Aries? I think it's Pisces and Aries. What season are we in right now? Does pineapple belong on pizza? No. No. I don't think so. I got some later. Have you ever had chicken on Thursday? That's so funny. Why? That's also weird. Why would they say that in a song? That's a good lyric. Maybe it was just meant to be. How would you feel eating chicken on a Thursday then? Is deep dish, even though it's not. I love deep dish pizza. I think it's the same thing. I have to be in the mood for deep dish just because for how much it is, how much crust it is. I also really want to try dough bricks. Just like and we know how I feel about David Dobrik, but it's just like I need to try it. I need, it's something you just gotta try. Pisces and Aquarius. Oh. I was so off. Fresh, that's valid. If it's a little bit cooked, I think I could see that. But if it's just fresh out of the fridge, right on the pizza, no. It's like an escape room. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. I love escape rooms so much. Those are so fun. Escape rooms are my favorite thing ever. And I honestly am kind of good at them. There's this one place near us that has the best escape rooms. And every time my brother Matt and sister-in-law Sarah come to visit, we go to those escape rooms because they also love it. In our family, kind of be slaying at it. The last escape room we did, we were separated. It was like a jail cell, and we had to split up our team, and then we had to talk to each other through the wall to get each other out of there. And then it was a whole other escape thing. It wasn't just that, but yeah, it was kind of fun. Scream 6. I haven't seen Scream 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So no. Is there like some deeper lore to Scream that's like besides the horror of it that I should watch and be interested in? And also, if I did want to watch it, like all of them, where could I watch it? Is it on Netflix? Dobrik looks like it slaps. I don't have a massive crush on him. I do not. Don't spread those lies about me. 2, it looks okay. Certain ones I've seen look good, and some of them look dry. I saw someone eating it today, that's why I brought it up, and it looks sort of dry and very doughy, and I understand that's in the name, but like, at what point is a pizza have too much dough? Yeah, no. Playing an escape room my whole life, that's kind of funny. I know that like, there's some depressing underlying tones to that sentence, but that was kind of funny. That's a good one to just say. You know what I mean? My whole life's just an escape room. Trying to figure out the puzzle. What I have seen though, or almost done watching, is You, the show, season 4, part 2. I'm halfway through. I think I got 2 episodes and a half left. I have, oh my god, why did I think your cat's name was Lingerie? I was like, no, not a cat named Lingerie. Linguini. That's cute. I have one little kitty cat right here. Socks, baby. Socks, say hi. Meow, 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 meow. So the whole point is, I feel like she's gonna jump up on the table and everything's gonna go to shit in a second. Okay, never mind. I have a cat named Socks, that's Socks, and then I have a dog named Rascal. If you ever, I don't know if I have any videos of them up, or photos, I mean, But Rascal's the bigger white one I have, and then Milo's a little brown shorty. Rascal's a Lhasa Apso, basically like a Shih Tzu. Is that it goes against the typical slasher horror tropes. It's so, but what I'm saying is there like a reason there's like 6 movies? Are they like still trying to figure out who? What is it again? What's his name? I forget. But I love Courtney Cox and Jenna Ortega, and I've seen both of them are in it. So, people thought Ross Lynch was going to be in the new Scream series, and apparently he auditioned for it and didn't get it. Whatever role it was, he didn't get it, I think. I don't know. I think that's what he said at least. I don't know. Because he, like, tweeted something. He was like, guys, manifest I get this role. And then everyone was like, did you get it? And he was like, no. Like, that's so awkward. That's why sometimes you just don't tell people stuff right away. You know what I mean? Like, I hate telling someone something, and then they're like, oh, how's it going? And it's like, well, shit. So, I still don't have a driver's license. I have a lot of friends that don't have a driver's license yet, and that's okay. I know a lot of people that are, like, way beyond the age of 16, and they don't have a driver's license. I mean, it's whatever you're comfortable with, you know? High Knee High Socks. That's her full name. Her full name's High Knee Socks. High Knee. It comes to 5 hours. No, I think sometimes I just talk so much that I will rate it a bit behind. Because sometimes I just be shit talking and talking too much. Like Ethan's I just saw right now. Yeah, I remember that. You know that trend that's like I was this old whenever COVID started, and then they're like, I'm about to be this old, and then everyone's like, oh my god, you know, everyone's like, ah. But then whenever you say I'm about to be, like it would always be like, I was 15 when COVID started. I'm about to be 18, and it's like, all right, well they're 17 now. They're they're not actually 18 yet. He would have done it really well, I think. Damn. That's kind of sucks for him then. I remember, like, all my friends and I mean, I was hoping, I just sort of think he's better as a singer. I like singer era Ross. But then, like, his latest album was not good. So maybe go back to acting. I don't know. He did good in Chaos. Did you watch Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Tony? Because if you haven't, it's a pretty good show, but the ending sort of sucks. The ending got hurried. It got rushed because they thought they were going to get renewed for another season, and then they didn't. They got canceled. But I guess it's sort of good because they would have ended up way more like Riverdale because it's a CW show, I'm pretty sure. I don't hate people and skip comments. Sometimes I just talk so fast, or not so fast, so much about certain things that I'm not like, oh gosh, stop the sentence and read. But I stopped. It's, yeah, I mean, that's valid. Season 1 and Season 2 are the best. And then Season 3 is, Season 4 is, like I said, you could tell that it was super, mostly way towards the end. You could tell that they're like, all right, let's get this done. I've never seen The Notebook or The Titanic. I'm also just kind of scared to watch movies like that because if they're like really sad where like I'm gonna cry. Have you guys seen Cole Sprouse's interviews? Also speaking of like what Riverdale has become, what has Cole Sprouse become? What is he on about in his interviews? In his Call Her Daddy interview, and now he's in another interview I saw a TikTok trailer of today. He's like, have you seen those memes? He's like, most of us join the arts because we're pretty fucked up. And then like it cuts to him like at 9 years old with a bowl cut, and it's like, dude, what? It's like, what do you mean fucked up? In the new year, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I never watched those movies. I don't know if my mom's ever seen them. I feel like she might have. I don't know. And the reason why I say that is because, like, whatever movie, like, if she's watched it, maybe she'll be like, oh, watch it. But I don't know. I just am more of, like, a And I like animation movies. I need to watch The Truman Show soon. I think once I finish You, season 4, I think I'm gonna watch The Truman Show. I have to, I think. His whole life, right. He's like, I mean, I understand where, like, the point of him being like, my mom put me into acting because she needed money. I understand that, but it's like, so what you said, Tony, like, he hasn't been, it's like maybe he wasn't, I don't know, because how old was he when he played Ben on Friends? Like, I think that was way before Zach and Cody. That was, like, a little bit before Zach and Cody, so I don't know. I know. I've, like, been wanting to watch The Truman Show, and I actually saw a TikTok about it today, and I was like, kind of pissed off. It pissed me off. But I want to finish the 4th season of You. That's, like, whenever I get off live, actually, I'm not, like, getting off now, but whenever I get off and I'm eating dinner, I'm probably going to watch it. And so maybe this weekend, next week, I'll watch The Truman Show. I just don't know. There's another comment. Yeah, what's it called? That's what I'm saying. Like, I just talk so much that, I just will talk about each comment, and then usually by then there's another one. But, also, Riverdale. I think I've only seen the 1st and 2nd season of Riverdale. I don't know. Whatever, I think, because it was weird right off the bat, because there was, like, a whole incest story, I'm pretty sure, like, right away, and I was like, what the heck is this? I think I've only watched 2 seasons. And I have a mutual on TikTok. Her name's Sadie, and she's a Riverdale stan. Absolute stan. And I just don't understand. Like, I think it's one of those things that's like, it's camp. You know what I mean? Like, it's so bad, it's good. That, like, if you've been watching the show for so long that you just sort of have to keep watching it. You have to see how it ends. That's sort of like how I am with Outer Banks. I still haven't watched the 3rd season of Outer Banks. And I'm not really in a hurry to. Is it the 3rd or 4th? I think it's the 3rd. But I'm not really in a hurry to, because I just, I've also haven't even seen that many spoilers about it, so it's not like I'm going to get it spoiled for me. I've seen a few spoilers almost, but I scrolled. Abe's, she been working on school and all that stuff. She's actually graduating early, so slay for her. And she started working recently, and yeah. She's been busy. We actually, when did we FaceTime last? I don't know. But, we've been sending each other videos back and forth, like, on Snapchat, and that's sort of how we've been talking, rather than FaceTiming. Like, we'll send each other, like, a long update of, like, whatever's going on, and then, like, we'll watch it when we can, and then reply when we can. Camp, I also was sort of the same way. I didn't even really, like, hear anyone say it, but I sometimes would, and I would just be like, okay, whatever. But then now that I understand what camp means, I think it's truly a good, like, it's just a good word to have. You know what I mean? It's a word that we definitely need. We need a word that describes something that it's like, it's so bad, it's good. There's so much going on, and it's just good, you know? I think Riverdale has potential to be camp. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen it in forever, nor really at this point. Did you ever see that, like, one thing of them singing where it's like, what are their names? I don't know, but it's like, they're, like, singing their names. Did they say Peggy? Is there a Peggy? Why do I want to say Peggy? I haven't seen that many Adam Sandler's movies. Is Grown Ups an Adam Sandler movie? Or is, like, I know he's in it, but, like, did he direct it? I like Adam Sandler. I don't think, maybe some could be camp. Maybe Jack and Joe could be camp. I haven't seen Jack and Joe, but I've heard that, like, it's bad. And then, like, I also hear stuff that people are like, that's a really good movie. You know? This thing where I don't watch popular shows until I do, but I probably won't watch it. Yeah, don't watch Riverdale at this point. If you haven't started watching it, it's definitely not worth it. Outer Banks, it's definitely, I would say, a little bit more worth it than Riverdale is, but Outer Banks is just sort of, so much is happening. There's 10 episodes. I think they're like an hour long. They try to make it a realistic show with, like, a crazy life twist, and then it just became super unrealistic. super unrealistic, I think. That it's like, what? I don't know. I'm a Adam Sandler movie? Oh. Okay. Mike Malak is your doppelganger. Okay. That's good, I guess. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. No Cena, yeah. 13 Reasons. That. How many seasons did that go on for? Was that 3? Was that 3 seasons? Chaos ended up bad. Yeah, I get what you're saying. How many seasons? 13 Reasons Why. But also the thing is I think that sometimes shows will try to like add a whole nother twist to it. You know what I'm saying? They're like, ooh, but this happened. So then they try to extend it for like 3 seasons. 3 more seasons, I mean, than like what it needs. You know, sometimes like 1 season's good, 2 seasons are good. And then they try to make it so many seasons. 13 Reasons Why was 4 seasons. Damn. That's crazy. I think sometimes, and I understand, 13 Reasons is like a heavy messaged show and all that, but sometimes I see memes, like people are joking about like how Hannah Baker got like really upset being told she had a big butt, and everyone's like, if I got told I had a big butt, like I'd be so happy. They're like, that would be the complete opposite. Hello. The first was like, it felt, 13 Reasons Why, the first season, it definitely was like, whoa. That's like, and it also was, it was also just perfectly shot because each episode was a tape, you know what I mean? And then like, once you get like past that format, because like, you can't, there's no really another way to do that format in the next season unless someone else has to, or like some other sort of tapes pop up. So then you really have to do good with the next few seasons to like really like keep hitting it home. And then I think like, they like kind of, I also forget what happens in the show. I know I've seen it. I know I watched it all, but I still like, damn, it went on for 4 seasons. When did it end? When was it over? It's kind of weird because I remember watching, it ended in 2020. Damn. The best gift I've ever got? I'm trying to think. Best gift I've ever received, maybe. I'm trying to think. That's not like material wise, because I think the best gift I've ever received is I got a car for my birthday, and I was very fortunate enough to get a car for my birthday when I was 16. But I'm trying to think like something that's like more sentimental value. One season was Bryce on trial, and then another was Bryce dies. I think that's what season 4 was. I think season 4 was whenever Bryce died. I think season 1 was like, okay, everything. Season 2 was sort of like recovering, and then 3 was Bryce was on trial. I think. And then best gift I've ever given. I don't know. I always try to go all out for my mom's gifts on Christmas and her birthday. I always try to like step it up each year, or like try to give her something that I know that she'll genuinely like. We got her an iPad because she had like a really old iPad, and she's like one of those people that will like use stuff till the absolute crumb. And we got her an iPad, and a watch one time. Her watch face broke, and she tried to tape it together. And then I was like, girl, you're crazy. And then I got it. I keep saying I. Because the watch, I told my brothers. I was like, can we get a new watch? I was like, Can we all pitch in and give her a new watch? Because this lady, she is just crazy taping her. Like, each morning, she would retape her watch. It was like a hockey stick. Should FaceTime Abe? She's probably working. I'm giving Hailey Bieber. No, that's unfortunate. What was I gonna say? What am I looking up? Oh, 13 Reasons Why seasons. Because I want to see, why see each season? Because I forget what they're all about, and I just really don't feel like rewatching it. I kind of want to rewatch You, like the first few seasons. Oh, it says, here's what happened in seasons 1 through 3. So, sorry, there's a bug flying around. So it says, wait, I'm confused. Oh, season 2 ended whenever Tyler showed up to the school. And was like, during the dance. And then season 3 started, okay. I'm sort of bringing this all back to me now. Alright. Alrighty. I don't know. It's like it sort of just got dragged on a little too far. And I feel like, I also think it's sort of crazy to sort of think about, like, Clay really went around yelling at everyone. I mean, like, as he should, but, like, that's so crazy. He really was just doing that. FaceTime Nick, I don't think I actually have his number. I actually don't think I have his number. And also, they actually, no, I don't think, they actually have a meet today. Or not they, Abe's is at his meet. He has a meet today, and Abe's is there, because she did tell me that. So yeah. Hopefully he's doing good. Hopefully he's killing it out there. We Belong Together remix. I have never seen that TikTok dance, but I will definitely look it up and give it a try. And try to do it, because I am sort of a dancer myself. A car meet. What do you do at a car meet? Like, you all pull up and park at a spot, then what? You know what I'm saying? Like, then what? Then what? You're all just hanging out there, and you're just sitting there, and like. Just look at the car, look at the inside of the car, all the inside, if you open a hood of a car, I'm never, intrigued, you know what I mean? Like, ooh, that's so interesting. What a cool inside a car you have. Other people's builds? They build their car? I didn't know people built their car. I honestly had no idea people did that. I mean, maybe like the paint job or like the wrap, that'd be cool to kind of see. But if it's like more like fun cars rather than just like flames, like, no, make one look like Lightning McQueen, make one look like Mater, make one look like, what are other iconic cars? The Mystery Machine. Scooby-Doo, I think I have personally slept on. I think that I need to, like, start to remember what's going on with Scooby-Doo. I need to rewatch. Is there, like, a specific cartoon? I feel like that's where I'm sort of lost with Scooby-Doo, is there's so many different Scooby-Doo stuff that I'm confused about. Because I know there's a live-action movie. And I know there's a cartoon. But I think there's multiple cartoons. And also I feel like Scooby-Doo is sort of one of those things that is just going to keep getting remade. Not remade, but like the cartoons are going to keep coming out. This and that's going to keep, you know, I don't know. So, I don't know. That's kind of crazy to think that like we're going to be adults and our kids are going to be watching it. And it's like, damn, I watched the original. Or like whenever I was obsessed with Alvin and the Chipmunks, my parents were like, yeah, that was out whenever your brothers were little. And I was like, oh. Do I do art? I am not like an artist where like I'm always drawing and stuff like that. I do enjoy drawing occasionally, but nothing that's I would call myself an absolute artist. So my page posted on your YouTube account. You posted art or what? I kind of want to see if I have. Do you guys use your reward? Like, do you be stacking up your rewards points? Am I the only one that like is always checking my points? And I also am the type of person that I will sometimes, like for example, Zaxby's. I haven't been to Zaxby's in a while, and I have very little points there. But then I'll go and I'll look at the points and be like, why don't I have enough points to do this? And it's like, okay, well, you haven't purchased from there and used any points, like what? So recently I went to Chipotle again so I could get more points. So maybe I could get a free quesadilla. Sorry, I'm starting to get hungry, so now it's going to end up becoming a lot of food talk. What's new, Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. You're gonna solve that mystery. Do you think they were on drugs in that show? Isn't there like a conspiracy theory that they were like not sober or something like that? Okie dokie, I'll check it out. I will check it out for sure. I wish I drew more. I wish I was just more of an artist. I wish I was more... Because I don't think, the one thing that I think school makes you, or because of school it makes you feel this way about art, is that like you have to do a certain way or you have to be a certain way whenever it comes to art. But no, you really don't have to do anything. You don't have, like, just do it however you want it, and then it's like, it's however you want it to turn out, It's like, okay, well, that's how I wanted it to turn out. And if it's not, then just tell everyone that's how it was supposed to turn out anyway. So you don't tell anyone that it turned out bad, You're just like, okay, well, it happens. Yeah, I definitely think and like also, but I think the whole thing, because like they think that they see a monster and then it's just randomly someone they know. You know what I mean? It's like, you meddling kids. Also, at what point did they not learn? Like, okay, it's probably some random guy trying to, like, why did they always believe it was, like, some actual creature that they were catching? Why weren't they, like, why not after, like, the 5th time where they're like, all right, so every time it's some creepy old man that we're catching, so that's probably who it's going to be underneath us, Oh, I forgot that they were doing that. And also, wasn't it like this whole like riot thing because they made Velma gay or bi or something like that, and everyone was pissed or something like that? I don't know. I completely forgot that they were doing that. And I also, now that you're saying that, I'm not going to watch it because you said it's dumb, so. Milo's like yelping. I hope he's okay. I hope he's doing okay. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I completely forgot they were doing that. Well, like, isn't there like this whole conversation about like, the whole like gang? Like, people say that the whole gang is a part of the LGBTQ. I'm trying to look up Velma on HBO Max. Hold on, how many episodes is it? Is it like dumb that I'll be like, haha, this is so dumb, or is it like a waste of my time dumb? Wait, let's look up Scooby-Doo on HBO Max. How many different Scooby-Doos there are? There's Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? What's New, Scooby-Doo? Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Scooby-Doo and Guess Who? Scooby-Doo Camp Scare. Scooby-Doo and Kiss Rock and Roll Mystery. What? Oh my gosh, I remember Scrappy-Doo. I almost named Milo Scrappy. Straight Out of Nowhere. No way. They have a Courage the Cowardly Dog and it says Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. Wait, hard to watch? Ooh, hard watch? Alexa, play Despacito. Did she play it? it's hard to watch, then yeah, definitely no. But now this is straight out of nowhere. Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. I sort of want to give that a watch because both shows were sometimes like Scooby-Doo was like a right amount of cartoon creepy, like cartoon kid show creepy, and Courage was like too much cartoon creepy, so I kind of want to watch that. I added that to my list because I didn't know they did that. What else is there? Scooby-Doo and the WWE Mystery. What is Scooby-Doo on? What is he doing? Amazon Music? No, neither do I. Does Alexa not just play music? That's sort of annoying. Why? What? You have to have Amazon Music to play music off your Alexa. Alexa, play music. Is there just any music she'll play? I am trying to see. That's what I'm trying to look for right now is the live action ones on here. I also remember liking the live action ones, but I just don't know which ones were. There's so much Scooby-Doo. Holy crap. Oh, there's How to Draw Scooby-Doo. That's kind of cool. So they don't have the live action ones on here. It looks like. Oh wait, no, they do. Scooby-Doo: The Mystery Begins. Okay, they do. I did not know Kaylee Cuoco played Velma. Oh my gosh, she played music. Oh, she listened. She listened to me. Alexa's so smart. Slay, Alexa. I didn't even recognize Haley Kiyoko. Whoa, that's kind of crazy. Wait, was that before or after Lemonade Mouth? Did you guys see that what's it called? What is it called? Pennywise. There's a Pennywise series they're coming out with. I'm definitely interested in that, even though I still haven't seen the part 2 of Pennywise. I never watched that just because isn't it long and a little scary, so I hate watching that stuff alone. But I will be watching because I was so interested in the Pennywise lore whenever I watched the first one. I remember I watched so many different YouTube videos and it was like Pennywise came from like a turtle from the universe or something super crazy, and I was like, what? That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. I still can't believe there's so many Scooby-Doos on here for them, like, for me to watch. I have so many options. So many options here. Woo, woo, woo. It's gonna be, no, there's not a trailer. Hold on, let me look it up. What's it called? It was Pennywise show. Let's just look it up. It's not like a TV show. It's gonna be on HBO. I accidentally just searched Pennywise show. It's called Welcome to Derry. Pennywise prequel series will be home to demented scares, it says. On the way from HBO Max's series called Welcome to Derry, which will serve as a prequel to the 2 Stephen King movies. HBO Max head of originals has teased a little bit of what we can expect from the upcoming series. We have been working with Jason, I don't know, I knew these people, I'm so sorry, but a bunch of people, I'm assuming they all were a part of the original It movie. They're so deep into this mythology and they have such a firm handle on the storytelling around these characters and also demented scares that they're putting into things. Sometimes I'm like, what's wrong with you? Okay, whatever. The series will begin in the 1960s in the time leading up to the events of It Part 1. The 2017 film based on Stephen King's horror movie. The story is also said to include the origin story of Pennywise the Clown. Published in 1986, Massive Novel was one of the first, or was of horse first turned into a miniseries in 1990. Also, apparently Bill Skarsgård is coming back. Yeah, Bill Skarsgård did a really good job as Pennywise, for sure. And also, yeah, he's coming back as, I think they confirmed he's coming back. At least I saw in a different article. But yeah, it's apparently I can't like find anything else. I guess it's not too much. No, I don't know. I haven't read the books. I think my mom, I don't know if she read it, but I know she read some of Stephen King books. I think she might have read Pet Cemetery. Cemetery? I said cemetery. It says, Pennywise is already an intimidating adversary when we meet him in the It movies in the prequel TV series Welcome to Derry. Has all the power to make villain even scarier. The series has the chance to enhance the scariness of movies by emphasizing how long Pennywise has successfully preyed on the people of Derry and just how far back his curse really goes. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure his curse like goes back like pretty, like it's this whole thing. I don't know if you guys have ever, what is this here? Just like grease from my hair. There's like this whole thing. I remember there was like some turtle in the universe or something really weird. I don't know, but I don't think they're gonna go that far back, or like I don't know if that was like made up in a YouTube video that someone just did to like prank. Welcome to Derry doesn't need to focus most of its time on our beloved band of losers. It has all the room needs to explore the origins and the trail of bodies left in the creature's wake. Where did Pennywise come from? What is it? Why? When? How? While we know the entity we call Pennywise often takes form of a clown to attract children and prey on its victims, we know that it is an eons-old inhuman monster, a force of pure evil that has been around longer than the universe itself. And it's possible that Stephen King would have drawn on the Lovecraftian eldritch horrors for inspiration. So yeah, see, like I said, like it's like a real, like, okay, hold on. But I also, while we are happy to know that they survive, any character that we meet in Welcome to Derry has a chance to meet a gruesome fate at the hands of the creature. That's super fun though. Not that, but like, I just like prequels. I like knowing the background of everything, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so weird scene from its book. Oh, yeah, I do remember hearing about this. That's really weird. I'm glad they left that out. Oh, wait, is he still alive? Is he still alive? I think, like, I don't know. I just think it's, yeah, I don't know. How are you really coming up with a bunch of crazy stuff like that, or doing a bunch of crazy stuff like that? I don't know. I don't really know. And there's always a bunch of questions people will say, or not questions, people will always say that, like, artists and all that are on drugs or, like, on stuff whenever they're writing and all that. But it's, sometimes they're going a little too far. It's like, where are you thinking of this? How are you thinking of this? Why are you thinking of this? You know what I mean? But, yeah, I just don't understand. But also, like, to write books, like, aren't all of his books, like, super long? That's, like, so crazy that I've never read one of his books, and I would love to read one of his books just to, read, what he wrote, because he's such an iconic author. But to write that much, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be going in that much into detail. And that much into, I don't know, it's just sort of like, how do you go that far into things? Or is it just creating that long of a story? Because, I mean, the original It movie was, 3 hours long, right? And then they split the most recent one up into 2 parts. So, oh no. I don't know. I just remember whenever I saw the original It movie, or not the original, whenever I was younger and my parents or someone mentioned It, and they showed me the trailer for the first original It movie, and I was so oh my gosh. And then I saw the first one when it came out. I still didn't watch the second one. Yeah, it's really weird because sometimes he'll hear, like you said, he'll write some disturbing stuff, and then sometimes he'll write something that's super good, or helped produce something or write something that's also super. I almost said that he helped with Wednesday. That was what's his face? The other guy. I'm sorry, I forget his name. I'm sorry, I forget his name, but I for some reason thought he helped with Wednesday, and then I remembered it's the other guy. Who is the other guy? Who wrote Nightmare Before Christmas or produced it or whatever? Frick. I feel bad now for forgetting. But I also saw random, just to bring up Wednesday, I saw somewhere someone was saying something about how how Jenna was super hard to work with, and everyone was I'm sure this is if she was so hard to work with, it would have been a lot more evident. People would have talked about it with Tim Burton. That's who it is. That's who it is. That's who I'm thinking about. That's who I'm thinking about. Sorry. My apologies. Wednesday was pretty good. Wednesday was a lot better than... more captivating than I thought it would be. Whenever I first started watching the first few minutes, I was I fell asleep because I was tired, and I put it on late at night. And then I was up. I probably will never watch it again because I wasn't captivated enough. Within that 5 minutes of me falling asleep in bed, I put it on. Why? I don't know. So then whenever Matt and Sarah watch it, they were no, it's really good. You should watch it. So then I did, and it was good. And I think my mom started watching it, but I don't think she ever finished. Maybe she did. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, can you hear me fidgeting with the handles? I wish I could bring them up. My mom, so you could bring them up and down. One time, oh my gosh, sorry, this is so random. One time someone told me, they were why are your underarms so pale? And I was that's normal. I was for this part to be pale. I was it's normal for this side to be more tan. That's just how it is. And then he was no, it's not. And I was bro, what do you mean? And then he flipped his arm around and he was whoa. And I was what? But I do agree, this side is a little pale for me. Whenever I lay out on tan, whenever I need to get self tanner and only put it on this side. That would look so bad. That would look so crazy. Kind of in my medieval fantasy era, so I'm watching Lord of the Rings. I think Wednesday sort of takes place in a medieval type thing. Some of the themes in it is sort of medieval, so I think that you could definitely give it a chance. But it's definitely not Lord of the Rings and all that. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings and all that either though, because there's so many episodes and there's so much lore to it that I have other things I need to watch. I need to watch Harry Potter. That's the next big thing I need to watch, I think. After Truman Show. And then, excuse me. I do need to eat dinner soon. What time is it? 7:18. Peace out. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully we'll see you soon. I'm not sure if I'm going to be live tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what my status is on everything. Honestly, recently I've just been waking up and deciding how things are going day by day. And sometimes I hate whenever I wake up and I'm like, you know what? Today I'm gonna wake up and do this, do this, do this. I have like a whole gameplay, and then not that I'm not saying my parents ruin it, but sometimes I'm like, oh, like we're doing this today. Do you want to come? And I'm like, oh yeah. And then like my whole day, like sometimes I'll wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make this for dinner. Like it'll just be like something that I bought, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make this for dinner. And then my parents are like, oh, like all of us are going out to eat. You want to come? And I'm like, oh, sure. And then, because I remember a few weeks ago, I kept wanting to make these, like, personal pan pizzas I bought. I kept wanting to make them, and then my parents, like, we all kept, like, doing different things, and other things kept coming up, whatever, and I was just like, I just want to eat my pizza. I just want to eat my pizza. So today, after watching you last night, I woke up, and I was like, all right, I'm going to go to the gym, edit, go live, and then we're going to watch you. So I don't know if I'm going to watch you after this live, but I hope I do. I hope it ends up happening because I've just been itching to finish it, and it's starting to get to a point where I might just finish it on my own. If I can't do that to my mom. I would feel bad. There's also another show. We started watching Perfect Match, which has like all those people from Netflix, like all the Netflix shows, like 2 Hot to Handle, The Circle, all that stuff. And we haven't finished that either. So that's another thing we gotta finish. But that's a whole other thing. It was good though. It's good so far. It's like one of those things that's like sort of cringy, sort of good. You know? It's like in the middle. It's I do need to watch 2 Hot to Handle and Love Island and those type of shows. Just because I feel like I'm missing out. And I've never gotten into The Bachelor, but sometimes I feel like I'm missing out on that too. But I think that's like live on cable TV. If it's not live on cable TV, or if there's somewhere I can watch not on cable TV, someone please let me know, because I need to watch it. I don't need to, because I probably won't. I probably will forget, and it'll be hard for me to keep up with. I also need to catch up on All American, because I was watching it as they were releasing, and then they took a break. I don't know why. Sometimes shows will take like a 3-week break period. They took a break over like New Year's, and then they started again on like January 27th, I think. And I've been missing them ever since, so I've missed about like 4, 5, 6, probably about 6, 7 episodes. But anyway, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna eat dinner and maybe watch you. Hopefully watch you. I don't know. Not you. You the show. And you guys should watch it too because it's pretty good. And yeah. And let me know what you think. But don't tell me any spoilers because I haven't finished it yet. And I probably won't finish it tonight. So. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. Whether it's for a little time or just for a little bit. And whether it's live or from the pod on YouTube, Twitch, wherever. And I love you guys. And as always, stay hydrated. And have a wonderful rest of your night or day, wherever you are. And whatever. And I love you guys. Peace out. I will see you next time. Bye.